Hello guys, how's it going today? If you're interested in starting Amazon FBA, this is going to be an absolutely great video for you, because in this video we're going to go through the opportunity of Amazon FBA. What is the potential of it? Why should you start today? What can you get? What can you receive? What are the benefits of starting right now? So that's everything we're going to go over in this video, and I hope it's one you all enjoy. Even if you're already selling, I always find it fun just to look at it and think it's crazy that I'm actually doing this. So hopefully this is a video you guys will all enjoy. But before we go ahead and get into that, this is the official launch week of my course. It's 25% off until Sunday, at which point that discount will go away forever and it will never ever be this cheap again. I absolutely promise. I 100% promise it will never be this cheap again, and I almost promise I'll probably never discount it again. So if you guys want to check that out, it will be the first link in the description. 180 videos, which is probably about triple most courses. 24/7 mentoring, a more than 30,000 word Amazon ebook guide to go through if you learn better by reading and things like that, a free coaching call, and that's basically everything that's in the course. So if you guys want to check that out, first thing in the description. I really encourage you to compare it to any other course out there on the market, UK or US, because I'll promise it's the most detailed and comprehensive, and that's just not me lying like everyone says their course is the most detailed. I promise you, please get my course up and compare it to anyone else's. I'll put money down on the fact that mine is bigger and more comprehensive than theirs, okay? So if that's something you're interested in, I'm going to do a video tomorrow about the course breakdown and just actually get into it. But for this video, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So I did go through this point in my last video, but since that one was so long, and I definitely recommend checking out that full video if you have time, because it's going to be worth it for you and you're basically losing money not watching it. But because that video was so long, I'll go through this point again in this video so everyone gets a chance to see it, because it's such an important point that I don't think many people think about or understand when they look at the US and the UK markets, okay? So when we're thinking about making money and doing these kind of things online, there's a lot of things that people say about, I've got social media marketing, you've got, well, maybe not so much anymore, you used to have Bitcoin and investing, all these different things, and they're good and things, and it can be a good investment, but people always talk about the risk, okay? And what if it goes away? What if it's a trend? What if it's a fad? All these limiting beliefs people have, okay? Amazon is a $1 trillion company, okay? $1 trillion company. Besides only one other company in the world, and that one being Apple. I don't think Amazon is going anywhere soon where Amazon FBA is going to be a trend or a fad, okay? I'm not sure on the exact statistic, but I think it's 50% of products sold on Amazon or sales in 2017, something like that, were by FBA sellers. So I also highly doubt they're going to cancel their program and lose half their sales, okay? So if anyone thinks it's a trend or a fad or anything like that, it's probably one of the most secure ways online to make money, in the basis that it's not going away anytime soon, okay? If you look at the screen now, you'll see two charts, and that's showing how much Amazon's growing in the UK and in the US every single year, okay? Up to, I think these charts are up to 2017 for the UK and 2015 for the US, so not too up to date, but you can basically see the trending here, okay? The UK market is growing in billions every single year, or thereabouts, okay? Billions. That is a ridiculous and absolutely huge amount to be growing every single year. And since the UK normally follows how the US does, how they kind of follow their trends, if you look at the US chart, you can see it's also going up and up and up, and it hasn't stopped yet. It's still going higher and higher and higher, and 64% of people in the US are using Amazon, and it's still growing and growing and growing, okay? But only 28% of people in the UK are on Amazon. So where do you think the UK market is predicted to go? Do you think after, well, it's in 2018 going to 2019 now, do you think by 2020 it's going to drop to zero? It's not going to go any higher? Or do you think it's going to keep going up and up? Or at the very least, it's going to steady and keep going as it is, okay? By getting in now and starting today, you're in a market that's growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? We're not at a flat line here. And I definitely want to emphasize that point in a minute, okay? So, apart from that point, why do you want to start right now, okay? It's a low barrier to entry. Anyone can start it, okay? You don't need some degree, you don't need any qualifications. You can go on and make a pro seller account right now, okay? Order from China, and say if you've got air shipping, you could be selling on Amazon FBA in 2 weeks, okay? It's obviously that's not very, I don't want to put it down your head that that's really achievable and things like that, but you can, okay? Anyone can start selling on Amazon. There isn't a very high barrier to entry. You just need the startup cost. So anyone can really do it. It will only get harder as the market grows and grows. And I'm not talking about next week, I'm not talking about next year, okay? But if you leave it and leave it and leave it, some of the great opportunities today will get more competitive. They'll cost more money to start, okay? Because more people are in them, be more competitive, it'll get harder to rank on the first page. So if you want to start, if you want to do it, it's not going to get easier, okay? It's going to get harder and harder and harder. Not by a lot and not very quickly, but over time it's going to get harder. So it's only in your best interest to start right now. So the chance to get in early and cheap, as I've just said, it's going to cost you more and more the longer you wait to get into Amazon, okay? And it's like I said just a minute ago, I'm not talking next week it's going to cost you more than it would today, okay? But if you're thinking I'm going to wait a long period of time, it's just going to cost you more money because it's going to be more competitive, okay? We then have Amazon will grow your product for you, okay? And this point is really emphasized by this next slide that I want to show you. So this is a product garden hose, okay? There's nothing crazy about this product, there's nothing different about this product, and if you look, most products will follow this same trend, okay? So I've gone onto Google Trends and I've put in for the past 5 years garden hose, and we can see what happens. Garden hose is a trending product. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But as Amazon is growing, that product is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you started selling a product today, and Amazon isn't a get rich quick scheme, if you had that product for a couple of years, which a lot of people do, Amazon is actually going to grow that product for you. So if you started a product that's making you £500 a month, in a couple of years, that product could be making you £700 a month, £750 a month. It depends how much like Amazon grows and how much more attention your product gets, but your product is going to grow even if it's low now. Even if you look at the low points of garden hose, when it dips down, when it's not getting great sales, that's also increasing. So at its lowest points, it's still getting more sales this year than it was last year or the year before that. The exact same with its high points. So you've got to look at like the future projections of your product. And I know a lot of people are thinking they need to get a really good product. They need to get one that's doing like 4,000 or 5,000 a month. That's really not the case. You can get a product that's not doing so well now, and by that I mean maybe £500 profit a month, £400, £300 profit a month. And I know that with a lot of people on Amazon, it looks like they're doing these crazy numbers, but that's a hell of a lot of money. A lot of people go and buy a house and rent it out, and then you might be making £400, £300 a month, okay? So you're doing this, you have really no worry. You don't have to go check the property, you don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have any of the worry of your house getting trashed and you losing loads of money. This is basically that same kind of theory, but your house is going to up in value, up in value, up in value. You're going to be getting more and more each year by doing less and less work, because your product is going to get more and more automized as you get more and more used to how that product works and like when to order, when to do these different things. So starting Amazon is absolutely crazy, and the opportunity is really there. And like the main way to see the opportunity is just thinking about what Amazon FBA is, fulfilled by Amazon, okay? It's one of the most passive things you can do. So if you think you can find a product, and if you think you can get that product to the first page and you can replicate that process, I don't see what's stopping you from getting to £5,000, £10,000 a month, other than your own like limiting beliefs on Amazon. Maybe you don't know how to start, maybe you don't know what to do next, and that's basically what the course is for, and just to show you exactly how to do this step by step. So that basically does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, because there's going to be a lot more videos coming out this week and over the next couple of weeks. They're going to be really, really high value. So as I said before, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.